Hey everybody. Can you guys hear me? I'm currently out on a service call right now, working on an air conditioner. I'll show you guys what's going on. So, they actually called me on my like a mess right now. This electrical's all shorted out really bad right there on the contactor. Yeah, another late nighter as usual for me. I've been working all day actually. How's the audio coming through? Is it coming through half-assed decent for you guys? Audio's choppy? Yeah. It's a bummer. I mean, I'm streaming over 4G, so it kind of is what it is. That sucks. Let me try to fix it a little bit. Is the audio any better now, or is it still just as bad? It says I have a poor connection, so that's why. It's probably not going to work. Thank you so much for that super chat. Yeah, hopefully it gets a little bit better. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I can't predict the audio quality half the time. It's weird because I have 4G service. Huh, go figure. I got to repair this right here, but I have a little problem, and I'm going to show you guys a really quick, easy fix for it. So, there's a big electrical short. I've already turned off power. We got to replace the contactor and replace a section of wire. But check this out. Here's my problem. The 24-volt contactor that I have doesn't have lugs on it, and the new one has lugs. So if you guys didn't already know, what you can do is you can actually take the little lug mechanism off of another contactor and put it on one, so you can really make the contactor have lugs or screws, however you want. No, the breaker was not tripped on this one. What was happening was both of the compressor lockout boards were tripped. Both of these guys right here were tripped, saying phase loss, because it lost one phase of power. So it still had control voltage. Yeah, interesting. Sorry for the poor quality, guys. It's a bummer. Let me see if I can change the audio stream rate. Hold on just a second. Let's see if it'll let me change that. Maybe I can. I'm going into the settings right now. Broadcast. Output resolution. Let me change it to 480. And let me go back and let me look at the audio. And I'm trying to see if it'll let me change the audio to a lower. No, it won't really let me do anything else on the audio. Alright, well, I'm going to get to this right now. So, like I was showing everybody, if you guys don't already know, what you can do, if you have a contactor that has screws, you can actually put lugs on it. So I have another contactor in my van. I need lugs on this contactor right here, but I didn't have one. So what you do is you take out there's a Phillips head screw down below that. I know you guys probably can't see that, but there's a Phillips head screw. You can actually take that out and switch it around. I don't know if I'll hit. I mean, with the audio quality like this, it kind of sucks, man. I hate doing bad audio. Let me try one more thing here. I'm trying to adjust. Yeah, I don't think I can do much more. Yeah, service call. Oh, thank you guys so very much for the donations and stuff. So, for those that are just tuning in right now, we've got a air conditioner right here. This is a 15-ton split system, and it has an electrical short right here. So we're having to redo that electrical short, or that section of electrical wire, and the wire's already, it looks like it's already been repaired once before, so it's already pulled really tight. So yeah, I changed it to 720. It's still not doing too well. Yeah, it's 4G. So anyway, so we got to repair this little section right here, and we're going to replace the contactor. So I'm over here right now trying to swap the contactor lugs so that way I can work on it. And then bear with me here, guys, okay? So we're going to swap this around real quick. I'm not looking at the stream right now while I fix this contactor, so I'm sacrificing another contactor to make this one work. So I'm going to take the lugs off of this other one. Hey everybody, I know new people are coming in right now. Sorry for the quality, it's not the best. I'm currently working on a 15-ton package unit. The restaurant called me and said that they had no AC and they had 3 units that were down. I already fixed the contactor on one of them, fixed an electrical short on another one, and I'm on the last one right now. It's a long night. This is what's happening because the restaurants are just opening up here right now. So they're full of they're filling their dining rooms for the first time in a long time, and they're starting to notice that they have ACs that are broken. They've been broken for a very long time. So this one obviously had some sort of a power surge because it's the same wire on every contactor. So there could even be something down at the main. Something wrong with the feed coming up possibly. It's interesting. So I'm swapping lugs over onto this contactor so we can make it fit into here. I appreciate those donations and super chats and stuff that are coming in. You guys are awesome. Thank you so very much. Yeah, this isn't a normal live stream, but uh-oh, lost a screw. What you don't want to do is lose screws in the middle of the night. Alright, so oh, thank you so much for the donation, bud. That's awesome. You're the man. Hold on, I'm trying to fix this stupid... Oh, that's what it is. My tripod here is kind of messed up. What refrigerant does the unit use? 410A. Oh, my chingus came loose on my tripod. There we go. Yeah, Chris, I've lost lots of screws, guys. I don't have half the screws I was born with. Hopefully you guys can hear that okay. I can't see the chat right now, so for those that are just tuning in, I'm working on a 15-ton package unit. I'm currently making a contactor work because the only contactor I had screws and it didn't have lugs. So I harvested I salvaged another contactor that was the wrong voltage, and I'm stealing the lugs off of it so I can make it work on this AC. And then we got to repair a section of burnt wire in hopes that we can get it running for the customer so they can have some cooling for their dining room right now. So it's been a long day. I'm not paying attention to the chat at the moment. I don't have my other phone with me. So I started this morning. It's been I swear I've worked every day. It almost seems like every day the month of September. And then October's starting out kind of the same. I worked this morning, went out to a service call, and then went to another service call. I was exhausted, so I went home. I fell asleep for like an hour and a half, and then this call came in. This call actually woke me up from my nap, and I'm out again. So for those that are just tuning in, I'm not paying attention to the chat at the moment, but I got a service call to this restaurant. They had 3 ACs down, I think, actually. They said none of them were working, but they had ended up having 3 ACs down, so I fixed 2 of them already. One of them had a bad contactor and some burnt wire. The other one just had some burnt wire, and I'm on the last one right now that has a bad contactor. So we're going to switch around over here and grab all my stuff. How many screws do I find? Yeah, I'm working, that's why I'm doing the stream. I find all kinds of stuff in my pockets all the time. Yeah, I'm on call right now, so that's why. I'm on call 4 weeks out of the month at the moment, so I definitely need help. Alright, we're going to move this around right now. Yeah, sorry for the audio quality, guys. Alright, we're going to move this over here so we can get in here now and make the repairs we need to make. This is my AC. I'm going to move my tripod a little bit. Sorry about the choppiness there. Yeah, I really appreciate if you guys smash the like button. I know the audio is not the best, but we're going to get this thing going. I hate working in the dark. Sucks. Alright. So, yeah, I'm not wearing headphones at the moment, so. For everybody that's coming in, I don't have headphones on, guys. Alright, so, I know the audio sucks, but it is what it is. I'm on a service call. So, we've got a burnt main coming into this guy. It's all jacked up. We're gonna redo this, fix some stuff. Power's already off, I've already verified. I'm getting a few things out of this unit and out of the way, and then we're going to start fixing everything. Oh yeah, looks like I got a why do I like Mars contactors? Because that's what the supply house has. How far from home am I? About 30 minutes, not very far at all. Yeah, not very far at all. I'm going back and forth with the looking at the chat because I got to get this done, so apologies. Let's see. Alright, let me get in here. This thing's ugly right now. So before I loosen the contactor completely, I'm going to bust the lugs free. Yeah, the whole thing. Look at that. The whole contactor just twisted when I tried to undo it. That sucks. Yeah, this thing's jacked up. I'll have to get in there. That sucks, man. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the whole thing just twisted on me. Alright, let me see what we got. Yeah, it's been a long day. I'm just tired. Sucks too, because like today, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I'm not bitching, but it's just kind of a bummer because it was my daughter's birthday celebration today and I worked all day. Her birthday was actually yesterday, so I was able to be home for dinner and stuff like that, but my wife took her out to go shopping and stuff today and I wasn't able to be there, which is a bummer, but that's how it is when you're on call. thing's got a bunch of jacked up, burnt wiring. Oh yeah, it's toasty. We're gonna have to fix a lot of stuff in here. Sure. Bummer. Hard at nighttime because you tend to lose everything. Alright guys, help me remember, the black wires went to the top, the yellow went to the bottom. Alright, we're gonna have to cut that guy free. There we go. This isn't too hard. Look at that, whole thing just pulled right out. The crankcase heater. Thanks so much for the donation, whoever just sent that out, super chat. I really appreciate it, bud. That's awesome. There's no power in here, so I'm good. We're safe. Alright, so brown and blue are my low voltage. That's my crankcase heater. Here's my new contactor, 24 volts. We're going to go ahead and get this guy pushed in there. So I'm going to put the contactor in there, and then that way I can just start wiring everything to it. It's just a 24 volt contactor. This unit's just a 208 3-phase. Hey, I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram post today or on Facebook. We were having a lot of low voltage issues today. I was at a restaurant that had like 7 bad capacitors between all their ACs, and they were running like 194 volts on the roof. I had to change a bunch of capacitors, get them running temporarily. Probably gonna, some of them the motors are overamping, so I'm gonna have to go back and change the motors. It ain't gonna be the prettiest thing in the world, but it'll work. Hopefully get them going. Appreciate the super chats, guys. You flipping awesome, man. Thank you so much. Really cool. Sorry, I can't really pay too much attention because I'm trying to work at the same time. So, but you guys are awesome. Those of you that are doing that. All right, so let's get this guy in here. I'm doing a lot of this off of memory because I kind of remembered where all the wires went. Black one on the top. Man, these contactors, I swear you can't even tighten them down without almost breaking the plastic. They're so cheap. Alright. There you go. Okay, so now we need to figure out this high voltage up here. And this low voltage. This low voltage guy goes here. Let's get this out of the way. This damn burnt wire's in my way. Be gone. Be gone. Get those guys out of there. Okay, now that's much better. I can actually see what I'm doing here. These are both black. Yeah, connector's all toasted. I'm gonna have to put new splices. Nasty. This thing's toasty. Sorry I'm not paying attention to the chat at the moment. I'm trying to get this done. Okay. Yeah, bad contactor. So the unit, when I came up, they called me today and I had 3 units down. I already fixed the other 2. One of them had a bad contactor and burnt wires, and then the other one had burnt wires. This one right here, when I walked up, line 1, the black wire, was completely burnt. It melted, and the unit still had control voltage because the comfort alert compressor lockout boards said phase loss. So they basically lost a phase. The wire burnt out. So we're replacing the contactor, repairing the wire. I'm gonna have to splice in a new piece and then hopefully start it up and hopefully everything works. So. So, got some new connectors. We're going to splice them, or put them on. Sucks I don't have enough insulated ones with the fully insulated plastic jacket, but this will do. Alright, so black is going to go to the top. Boom. This other black is also going to go to the top. I'm just cutting back the burnt parts, repairing everything. I already ran to the hardware store and I just ran to Lowe's real quick and got some number 4 wire to replace the section of wire that's all jacked up. Okay, so that guy's going to go there. Okay, so that's my crankcase heater. And we're going to have to do that stuff right there. But I got to figure out this right here because this wire looks burnt. Yeah, I'm having to cut zip ties because all these wires are going to be short now. Sucks. I don't like cutting zip ties. Alright, so we're going to cut this connector off. Hopefully this thing works. Customer will be happy if I can get it running. So this is a 15-ton package unit. I'm sorry, 15-ton split system. Alright. This relay right here is no longer being used. So, get that out of the way so I can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, and you should be able to fix this now. Okay, so we've got a wire that's burnt right there, but if I trim it back, I should be able to get a connector on it and make it work. Yeah, oh yeah, look at that, perfect. So I was able to cut back the burnt section. Got enough wire there now. I can put on a connector, and we should be good. For those that are just tuning in, I know the audio's not the greatest. These internet connection kind of sucks right now. So there's another section of burnt wire right there. Yeah, that's burnt. Gotta fix that. How can I fix that? Service call was all their dining room ACs were not working. They had 3 ACs down. This is the 3rd one. I already fixed the first 2. So hopefully we're on the home stretch. Man, I'm thinking I could make that work. I can, right there. Okay. Cut that guy right where the burn mark is. Trim it back. Bing, bang, boom. Put this guy on here. So we can get this guy there. Yep, it'll fit. Nice. There we go. And then now we've got to bring high voltage back in, and then there's jumper wires that run from the top and the bottom to the bottom contactor. So I need to fix these jumps right here, cut the burnt stuff back right there, put connectors on them, Grab some fittings. And I got a bag of stuff up here that I had bought. Little connectors, because I needed some more connectors. There we go. I need these yellow connectors. I've never been a person to know the names of wire connectors. I have like different names that I call everything. I always call them probably the wrong names. These I call them slip-on connectors. Probably wrong, because I'm wrong on a lot of things as usual. Okay. Actually, that needs to go behind. There we go. Okay. So that's all put back together. Everything's fixed. No problems there. This black wire is, there's something to be said about that. Alright. And this yellow wire, let's go ahead and bring this up here. In through this bad boy. Cut this guy back. Okay, nice and good. And of course I can't find the tools that I need at the moment. Where are they? Stuff is missing at the moment. Let's see, where's my screw? Oh, there it is. Flathead screwdriver was missing, but I found it. Okay. Okay, so got to make sure when you put these wires in that there's no insulation, and also that you don't get make sure you put a little twist on it so the little strands don't touch anything else. I try to cut them as short as possible so there's not a lot of wire sticking out of the lug. Okay? And we got to do the black one now. The black one is the one that's all burnt up. So I'm going to pull you guys back. Well, actually, no, you guys can see what I do right here. Let me get a flashlight up here. There we go. Okay, so let's get into this guy and do some wiring. Hopefully I can safely get in here, because this still has voltage in it. This is my disconnect switch. Okay. And I'm losing screws at the moment. What did I just do with that screw? Oh yeah, we're good. I got plenty of room to get in here safely on this disconnect right here. We're going to pull out the black wire. The black wire right in here is going to come. There we go. So I'll eliminate that and I got a new piece of wire. Grab my lineman. I like using lineman pliers. I don't do a lot of big wiring, so lineman pliers do good for me. Okay. Let's go ahead and push this guy up into here. It's gonna be tricky getting this in here. See if I can get this to go in. Tricky. Loosen this a little bit more. can't really see what I'm doing very well. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Put your back into it. There we go. Told you I'd win, bastard. Make sure everything else is torqued down nice and tight. Yep, we're good. Wires in there nice and tight. Let me give a pull on it, make sure it's not going to pull out. Nope, nice and tight. Good to go. And we'll just route it up. Got more than enough wire now. They don't do a good job of giving you all the room in the world to do what you need to do in these units. There we go. Much better. Make sure I leave a little extra for the next guy. Alright, get this guy spliced back. Sorry I'm not paying attention to the chat. I'm trying to work. Alright. There we go. Let's go ahead and get that guy in there. Almost seems like it's a little too tight. That's a little too long. Okay. Cut this guy back just a little bit. There we go. There we go. I know I can get it. Come on. Go in the hole. Alright, there you go. The Doyle rules. There we go. We're wired in. Safe. Plenty of stuff. What are the odds it's going to blow up when I power it up? See what happens. Alright. I'm going to put the electrical cover back together. And, what did I do? Oh, there's the screws right there. Put those back in. And let's hope this guy fires up. I'm not going to be doing a whole lot with it tonight. I get it running. It's not a big picture kind of night, so. It's more of a save the day. I know this equipment needs to be PM'd, so what I'm probably going to do is get it running and then tell them I can't diagnose any further until they let me come in and PM it and do all the correct work to make sure everything's working right. I really appreciate all the guys in there. Do me a favor and smash the, yeah, there's a 50% chance it won't blow up. Do me a favor and smash the thumbs up button. Let me get all my trash out of here. Okay, I'm going to move you guys back so you guys can see all the explosions when they happen. Off the top. One last thing I'm going to do before I power it up is I'm going to check for direct shorts to ground. Even though the breaker wasn't tripped, we'll just make sure. Not quite yet, but we're almost ready to turn it on. Check for direct short. Nothing. No direct shorts to ground, so let's turn it on and watch the magic happen. Double check before I turn it one more time. Everything's back where it goes. Black's on the top. It's all hooked up. No extra wires. Nothing else is burnt. 24 volt contactor. Wired in. 1, 2, 3, not it. Let's see, we got control voltage lights on. Take you guys off right now. Looks like it's giving an error message again, a phase loss, but it doesn't have it. I noticed the other one did that too. I'm standing to the side, that way if something arcs or something, it's not going to blow my face off. But the other one, it gave me the phase loss alert, and then it went away after a minute. So we got to let it sit. I'm going to walk you guys over here carefully without revealing where I'm at, hopefully. Hold on. You can see I'm up on top of a shopping mall. Look at that nasty moon coming through the smoke. But look at it, I mean, the camera doesn't like focusing when it's this what do you call it? I'm walking right now, give me just a sec. It doesn't like focusing when it's this dark. It doesn't know how to. So, we've got, these are not my units, but there's like 4 or 5 giant boxcar units up here. And then we have these package units. Give it a second. The camera doesn't like being dark. There you go. So we've got these 4 giant split systems over here. So I've already got 2 of them running, burnt contactors, burnt wires, and then now we're going to, hopefully this other one fires up. It's got to get through all the thermostat delays and everything. Alright, let's get over here, see if this guy's fired up yet. So for those that are tuning in, this is a 15-ton split system. Hasn't fired up yet, but it should be in a minute. Let me see what the safeties are, just to count them. See if it went away. Yeah, it looks like the safeties went away. So that's weird. The comfort alert things must show that there was a phase loss even on startup. They have like a memory, because it's not showing the phase loss anymore. No, I don't work on VRF. I just don't. I've never done it. It's not anything. I don't have the employees to work on that kind of stuff, so. Let's wait for this guy to, yeah, if you do pee on the roof, you got to make sure that you don't pee uphill, because then it comes back to you. So you got to be careful about that. Let's see what else we got going on. Yeah, we got quite a few people watching right now. Thanks for coming in here, guys. I don't know why you guys like to watch me hack stuff together. But yeah, this thing had a pretty nice little electrical short, but I'm surprised the breaker wasn't tripped. Who knows what caused the damage, but it's interesting because every AC that I repaired today, it was that black phase 1 wire that was burnt. So I'm thinking loose connections, but at the same time, I wonder if they have a main feed problem or something like that, or if they just had power surge or just the low voltage, because we had low voltage all over my area today. I think at one restaurant I threw something on Instagram, I was running 194 volts on a 208 volt system, which isn't below the threshold, but it's just low for sure. So what do I do when I'm on the roof and I gotta poop? You go down to the bathroom. So yeah, you try to do that. You try to do that stuff before you get up on the roof. Thanks so much for that super chat, bud. That's awesome, man. That's really cool. Yeah, that's messed up peeing in a swamp cooler, for sure. Alright, come on, man. This thing needs to start up. I'm done waiting. Alright, well, I'm going to clean up my tools right now, so let me put this right here. Put it over here. And I'm going to start cleaning everything up. So I had gone to Lowe's and picked up wire and a couple extra things, so I didn't know how much wire I was going to need. I even bought lugs because I didn't like splicing lugs because I didn't know if I was going to have to make splices or if I could tie into the disconnect switch like I did. So, but it worked out. Okay. All my stuff over here. I got like a giant mess on this roof right now. We're just waiting for this unit to fire up. Save this wire for a rainy day. Throw it in the van behind a shelf or something like that, so that way next time I know it's there. Roof sucks because you got to go up 1, 2, 3, I think it's 4 flights of stairs, and then you have a 35-foot ladder to climb too. And then you got to walk. I mean, it's just, you got to get used to working in shopping malls. You know what it's like if you do. It can be a challenge. You learn to bring up what you need. All right. Just in cleanup mode, waiting for the unit to fire up. I love that Vito backpack. It's a wee bit heavy, but it really helps me out on jobs like this because I have everything I need inside of it. Got a giant mess up here, man. Stupid delays on these thermostats taking forever. Yeah, lockout. Yeah, the stuff takes forever. Am I always on call? Kind of. So right now, I'm on call 4 weeks in a row, and I get 1 week off. But I own the company. I have a tech that's out on sick leave, but he's coming back on Monday, so that'll put me back into my 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off. 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off. So that's my normal thing, is 3 weeks on, 2 weeks off. I need another technician. I'm probably going to hire an apprentice too, but I'm kind of skeptical to do a big hiring thing right now because we're still in COVID, and I don't want to hire people to lay them off. So I don't know. I'm just kind of waiting to see how things are going. Right now it's looking pretty good. The restaurants are keeping us pretty busy, so you know, we'll probably, I need to hire someone because for my sanity, it's killing me right now. It takes a lot to train an apprentice, so that's the only thing. How does my on-call work? So you get paid hourly at our company. You're paid overtime basically, or double time on holidays, or after 12 hours you get double time. So to be on call, we do a different on-call rotation too. You're only on call for 3 days in a row, essentially. You don't do a full week. So we split it up. Every tech gets 1 day during the week, and then one tech gets the weekend, essentially. And then it's a rotating schedule, so you never have that one same day every week. You're not on call multiple weeks in a row. So you're just a 3-day on call. Now for me, because I take right now 4 of those slots, I'm on call a lot. And for a while it was okay, but the restaurants are starting to open back up. Storm, thank you so much for that super chat, bud. So now that the restaurants are opening up, we're getting busy. Busier, I should say. Stupid delay, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this around. Yeah, I mean, I could jump it out. The problem is this is a heat pump, and the air handler is not getting its call for fan from up here. So the thermostat controls the call for fan. So if I jump it out, there's a potential that the fan won't be running at full speed. Now, theoretically, if it's wired correctly, but I just don't like to jump it out, but if it's wired correctly, the Y2 call up here should turn the fan to full speed because it has a VFD. It's got a 2-speed blower motor downstairs, but I still don't like jumping it out just because. Let's see, movie theater open? Yeah, the movie theater is open. So yeah, no call for Y1 yet. No call for Y2. The G wire is not landed up here. We've got 24 volts, so everything's good. Let's check our pressure switches. Oh, I can't. There we go. Boom. Fired up. First and second stage are kicking. Let's go have a look at these sight glasses. See if the charge is jacked up. This unit hasn't ran since before COVID. I know that for a fact. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's low on charge too. But again, they're not going to get a whole lot from me today. So we do have sight glasses. Typically, a sight glass on an air conditioning system, it's not the right way to check charge, but you should have a clear sight glass on these guys. But just a clear sight glass typically isn't enough. It's a clear sight glass, and you charge to subcooling on these guys. So typically it's like 10 to 12 degrees subcooling depending on the temperatures. But right now both the sight glasses are clear, so that is a good sign, but we need to give it time for the evaporator to load up and everything to work. I'm not going to be, as long as this thing's running, I'm not going to be putting gauges on it tonight because I'm just getting them running basically. Like I said earlier, they got to do PM service here and stuff, and we'll come back and do it right. Let me see. Yeah, we're looking good. Yeah, it flashes in the beginning when the evaporators, everything's just starting up. It's going to take some time. But yeah, it's working now. So I'm going to check, so long as we got a cold suction line. Like I said, I'm not putting gauges on it today. So, oh, thank you so very much. Even, I appreciate that, bud. That super chat, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, these things always take forever. That's an awesome super chat. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is time to go home. I need to button this unit up and go home, and I think my family's home because my wife had tried to call me a minute ago. I'm taking my gloves off, sorry. Yeah. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream and wrap it up. Appreciate you guys coming in here. Looks like one of the compressors just turned off. It's interesting. But I wonder, I think it cycled on, I think it cycled because I have all three of the other ACs going, because we don't have an alert. There's no alert right here. Let me check to see. I'll keep you guys on the camera real quick. So yeah, one just cycled. I'll check to see if we still have a call. If we have a call, then we know we have a problem. Nope, no call. But actually both of them shut off. That's weird, but I'm wondering if the building's satisfied because I got all the other three running. So I'm wondering if it's satisfied down there, because it would be sending a call if it was an error, like a low pressure or something like that. So, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this, and then I'm going to go downstairs and just make sure everything's good. And like I said, they got to do some PM service, and we'll come back and go through everything thoroughly. Thank you so much for that super chat. I really appreciate everybody that